We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. Technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. The internet is becoming the town square for the global village of tomorrow. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Software is a great combination between artistry and engineering. Discrimination has a lot of layers that make it tough for minorities to get a leg up. Intellectual property has the shelf life of a banana. Climate change is a terrible problem, and it absolutely needs to be solved. It deserves to be a huge priority. Drones overall will be more impactful than I think people recognize, in positive ways to help society. I believe that if you show people the problems and you show them the solutions, they will be moved to act. I think it's fair to say that personal computers have become the most empowering tool we've ever created. They're tools of communication, they're tools of creativity, and they can be shaped by their user. We make the future sustainable when we invest in the poor, not when we insist on their suffering. If you go back to 1800, everybody was poor. I mean everybody. The Industrial Revolution kicked in, and a lot of countries benefited, but by no means everyone. I really had a lot of dreams when I was a kid, and I think a great deal of that grew out of the fact that I had a chance to read a lot. Legacy is a stupid thing. I don't want a legacy. In the long run, your human capital is your main base of competition. Your leading indicator of where you're going to be 20 years from now is how well you're doing in your education system. The advance of technology is based on making it fit in so that you don't really even notice it, so it's part of everyday life. Capitalism has worked very well. Anyone who wants to move to North Korea is welcome. I believe in innovation, and that the way you get innovation is you fund research and you learn the basic facts. I never took a day off in my 20s. Not one. And I'm still fanatical, but now I'm a little less fanatical. Microsoft is not about greed. It's about innovation and fairness. The future of advertising is the internet. The way to be successful in the software world is to come up with breakthrough software, and so whether it's Microsoft Office or Windows, it's pushing that forward. New ideas, surprising the marketplace, so good engineering and good business are one and the same. If your culture doesn't like geeks, you are in real trouble. People always fear change. People feared electricity when it was invented, didn't they? People feared coal, they feared gas-powered engines. There will always be ignorance, and ignorance leads to fear. But with time, people will come to accept their silicon masters. Money has no utility to me beyond a certain point. In 9th grade, I came up with a new form of rebellion. I hadn't been getting good grades, but I decided to get all A's without taking a book home. I didn't go to math class, because I knew enough and had read ahead, and I placed within the top 10 people in the nation on an aptitude exam. Exposure from a young age to the realities of the world is a super big thing.